Meeting with the Prime Minister, Mr. Takis, was very important. It was a group of 11 legislators, three from the United States, four from Canada, and about five from Australia, our colleagues from Australia. And we emphasize the fact of what's happening right now with the tensions in the Eastern Mediterranean, especially the Aegean, between Greece and Turkey. Prime Minister was very interested to hear our work in the U.S., working with our colleagues in government as the time we're writing this report is that the House of Representatives in the U.S. Congress voted 266 to 244 to 166 to deny Turkey the acquirement of F-16 fighter jets and the kits. That legislation now is part of the U.S. defense budget and the NDOA. It's very important that the U.S. Senate, 100 members of the U.S. Senate, will be voting in the near future the amendment that was introduced by Congressman Pappas, or there could be additional amendments by Senator Menendez or other senators who see fit that Turkey should be denied the F-16s, and there'll be certain circumstances on the denial, whether it's to give back the S-400s, which that's been a very important issue to the United States. We don't want to have countries having the S-400 technology to use that to their benefit, and we don't know where those tests could end up in the hands of unfriendly nations. As you know, the reason why Turkey was denied entry into the F-35 program and was removed by the F-35, was removed to participate in the F-35 program, was the acquirement and the continuing acquirement, I should say, of the S-400 battery systems. So there's been issues between the United States and Turkey. I'm not sure how the U.S. Senate feels, and then there could be also a conference meeting between the House and the Senate to determine what the final amendment will be, what language will be kept in the budget, the defense budget of the United States. So we'll see what happens. To me, Turkey should be a good neighbor. They are a member of NATO. We're not saying they should leave the NATO membership, but don't threaten your neighbors. I think that's the important issue by the Biden administration and the U.S. Congress, which contains a lot of Republicans and a lot of Democrats that do support Greece. So basically, bottom line, we're hoping that a strong message is sent to the government of Turkey that if you want to acquire these offensive weapons, especially upgrading your current F-16 fleet, that you should be more cautious of what your actions are. And the biggest issue is the overflight. So I should say that we should go forward with a carrot and stick approach, that Turkey should not acquire those F-16 fighters until they either promise not to use those to overflight into Greece's airspace, and second, the removal of the S-400s. I think that's very, very important. That is something that the U.S. Has also stressed to Turkey. A NATO member should not be acquiring other weaponry, especially from Russia. That makes completely no sense whatsoever.
But we can be optimists and we can rely on it as Greeks. I mean, for the people like you are elect in Senate and in the Congress, and you support Greece with all of your help.
Sure, and the good thing is, again, we've only got 6 members in the House of Representatives. We have 2 lieutenant governors. We have 14 state senators, and which I'm one of them, and 19 state representatives, but we're elected in 20 states. And the key issue, in those 20 states, we have 2 members of the federal U.S. Senate, so 20 times 2, that means we have 40 U.S. senators that we, as our colleagues in government, we have the same constituency, we talk constant with our colleagues in government. So we're sending a clear message to those 40 U.S. senators, and the number, we know the math, it takes 51 to approve a amendment, any amendment in the U.S. Defense Appropriations Act. And also with our Canadian colleagues, the Prime Minister was very optimistic. He's also told the Prime Minister of Canada that he wants the embargo of technology, cameras and other technology that Canada